Today we are going to discuss another IIT Advanced 2025 problem. This is our physics problem 43. Topic involved is electromagnetic induction. Statement you can see as usual on the board. There is a square loop which is initially in the XZ plane, conducting loop. And there's a magnetic field directed along parallel to the Z axis everywhere on the Y, positive Y side. Region Y greater than or equal to this, a magnetic field is present, which is given by, is a time varying magnetic field, B equal to B naught cos omega t, K cap means along the Z direction, parallel to this Z direction. So at a certain instant, the loop is starting to rotate. As you look from here, it is a clockwise rotation. Omega is the angular velocity. Angular speed omega about the x-axis. We ignore self-induction and gravity because this coil is moving in a magnetic field. Some magnetic flux will be involved across it. So due to which an induced EMF will be present in the loop. So how the induced EMF varies with time. A graph we have to plot. So that is the requirement. So we have to first find the magnetic flux involved and then differentiate with respect to time to get the induced EMF. So we first start by saying that let A equals area of the loop, because flux depends on the area of the loop. Then we have magnetic flux across the loop at time t. Magnetic field, magnetic flux. Flux is area times magnetic field. So magnetic flux across the loop at time t. We call it as phi, magnetic flux, is equal to area times magnetic field normal to the loop. So area is A. Normal to the loop means this B direction is this. This is the B direction. B cos omega t is parallel to the loop, which does not produce any flux. Only the normal component, okay, B cos omega t parallel to the loop does not produce any flux. But B cos sin omega t normal to this loop only produces the flux. So A into B sin omega t, that is the flux. For B we substitute, is equal to A B naught, A into B naught, because B is B naught cos omega t times sin omega t. That is the magnetic flux, which you can further simplify as AB naught by 2 into sin 2 omega t. So flux as a function of time we got. Now we have to differentiate this to get the induced EMF. So after clearing, you take note of the statement of the question. After clearing the space, I will further discuss. We get an expression for the V. We get an expression for V, and using that expression, we see how we can plot the graph. We got the expression for the flux. Flux is equal, what we got was flux equals AB naught by 2 sine 2 omega t. So induced EMF V equals induced EMF V is equal to minus d phi by dt, which we are getting as minus AB naught by 2 into 2 omega cos 2 omega t, cos 2 omega t. So that means B is equal to minus AB naught omega into cos 2 omega t, which you can further simplify as V equal to, implies V equals minus V naught cos 2 omega t. Where V naught represents the maximum value of the induced EMF. Now how to plot this graph only, you have to carefully do it. See, we go by, say, starting from t equal to 0, we proceed, t equal 0, V is equal to minus, because this is 1. So t equal 0 implies V equal to minus V naught. Then t equal to pi by 4 omega implies V is equal to 0. V equal 0. Because this will be pi by 2, so it will be 0. Then V equal to pi by 2 omega. T equal to pi by 2 omega. Implies V equals minus V naught into minus 1 equal to V naught plus V naught. Then T equal to 3 pi by 4 omega implies V equals again 0 you get minus 2 omega t, means 2 omega will be 3 pi by 2 will come, which gives us 0. Okay. Then for the first part of the graph, the last is t equal to 4 pi by 4 omega means pi by omega. Pi by omega means V equal to minus V naught. Guys, V equal to minus V naught. So that if you see on the graph, you can say that this is t equal 0. Then this is 4 pi by 4 omega. This is pi by 2 omega. Then 3 pi by 2 omega you get here. 3 pi by 4 omega. Then pi by omega here. Pi by omega. From pi by omega till 2 pi by omega here. Here 2 pi by omega here. 2 pi by omega. And I didn't draw it to scale. Up to 2 pi by omega, that is, the coil has turned 180 degree and come to the negative XZ plane. Beyond that, on the left side, there is no magnetic field. So there will be no induced EMF. So this is 0 part. Then again it starts at 2 pi by omega. Again the cycle continues. Cycle continues. This is 2 pi by omega. Then this is 3 pi by omega. Here 3 pi by omega. To 3 pi by omega. The same cycle continues. So that is how the graph. So we can say here that t equal to pi by omega to t equal to 2 pi by omega, B is equal to 0. Reason being, no magnetic field is present in that region. So that is how that is the graph. Next video also we will discuss another question from the same test paper.